What is normal?
That is a great question. That is the topic of today's podcast.
Who defines what normal is? And what is it?
I think probably, I would say Kanye defines that for us.
Okay. Kanye's our barometer.
Is he? Yeah. He's the equalizer and all.
The equalizer. Yeah, that's a crazy take. If normal is Kanye, then what are we? Where do we rank?
Bland.
Bland.
I mean, like, if you're that outrageous and it's not outrageous, that's normal.
Yeah.
That makes my brain hurt.
I can't handle this. It's too early for this.
No brain power
I'm done. I'm
today.
clocking out.
I'm clocking out.
That's where we're starting.
I'm already done. So,
Goodness.
yeah. So the last time we recorded a podcast, it was before, right before the end of the world here in Texas.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Sing it, Reid.
What song is this?
What are we singing? So the end of the world happened, and we missed a week. So if you were waiting on an episode, sorry about that. You got your episode late because a lot of Houston lost power. There was no power in Houston, Texas for
days.
I mean,
Well, there's
a whole weekend.
There's people who recently just got it back.
All right, there was a storm happened that weekend, and then millions of people were out of power. Millions of people were out of power, and then the next week there was another storm that hit, and people are still without power. Yeah, it's crazy. My wife's school, lost power, and so it's crazy.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
I really honestly haven't seen y'all since before then. But I was at work that evening, and then we were doing like a staff training, and we were right by like this wall of windows, and it got so dark, and everyone's like, they kept saying like, oh, it's just an Amber Alert. It's just an Amber Alert. Like the emergency signal went off, and one person said, oh, it's an Amber Alert, and everyone just like silenced it, and I picked mine up and read it. It said extreme danger.
Take cover.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Wait
so
a minute.
then the lights went out, and I said, I think let's relocate.
And this Amber Alert is real intense.
Yeah. We were on the second floor, which was good because the sixth floor has no roof currently.
Yeah. That's
so it's really fun times.
Like the roof is gone. Like it's just open air.
The roof. The roof.
Wow.
The roof was on fire.
That's
not on fire.
True.
But the tornado, Mr. Nado came down and sucked it
that's
up.
the crazy thing is there's only one tornado that hit in that first storm in Cyprus and, did some damage.
Really?
But yeah, only one. The only tornado that's been confirmed for that storm because Meredith and I were at home with our boyos. And I don't remember why she was home already. It was evening. I forgot. It was late.
Yeah, it was nighttime.
I forgot. I was like, why is she home? What is she doing here?
Woman, go work.
Yeah, but because it was so light still, it just felt like the middle of the day.
I love that, by the way.
And then suddenly darkness fell upon our land.
Poetic.
Yeah, thank you. And and so we're like, okay, it's getting kind of bad outside. It's supposed to rain real bad. Let's go ahead and, kind of get to a safe spot. Just to be safe. We have a hallway inside our house that doesn't have any windows. It's really the only spot without windows. So we're like, let's go ahead, pack up some toys. We'll go hang out in there. And then all of a sudden you're hearing like the crazy wind going. And it sounds like, here in Houston, I've never experienced a real tornado. Not like as commonly as people in like the Midwest get to hear them. And so I didn't know really
get to.
Yeah, exactly. Their opportunity. Wow. It's just a lifetime. And, yeah, it sounds really creepy. They say it sounds like a train. It kind of does sound like a train, like a train whistle or train whatever.
Right.
And it's real creepy. And so Meredith and I like both look at each other and we're like, oh crap. And so we just grabbed the boys, threw the dogs in the hallway and just huddled down.
Nice.
And the wind just.
So y'all looked it up. There's only one recorded tornado?
Right. So there was only one confirmed tornado that they have like footage of, and I guess like the data backs it up that there was a tornado in Cyprus. But what, essentially what that sound is just the winds, kind of going. And so the funnel clouds kind of forming and things. And so I think that there were over where
baby
you
NATOs,
were, baby NATOs, are kind of getting birthed and getting started, but didn't actually
Sorry, you said
touch down.
getting birthed.
Yeah, getting birthed. Yeah, but no
episode we've started.
Yeah, what a mess. But no actual NATOs get like touched down here in
That's
town.
wild.
They call them straight line winds that are just like super
Right.
strong winds
Right.
that came through and stuff. And so
Wow.
derecho, right?
That's what they said.
That's what they said is what the like storm was called. I'd never heard that before in my life.
they
I've never
named
heard
it?
of that either.
No. It's like the name of
How it's classified.
what it is.
It's called a derecho, yeah. Which derecho is Spanish for straight, right?
Yeah, right.
So-
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't get. I don't understand what exactly. Like I've never heard this term in my life.
No.
You know, like you didn't even know they
No.
named it that, or like that they had been referring
Right.
to that. Yeah, and so I don't know. I'd never heard it before. But Reid, you got a definition here for us?
Yeah, I do. It's a derecho from Spanish, meaning straight, is a widespread, long-lived straight-line windstorm that is associated with a fast-moving group of severe thunderstorms, known as a mesoscale convective system.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
basically, to be a derecho, it has
Yeah,
to
I
be
heard of that
like
one.
straight line winds,
Right,
right?
yeah.
Of like they're really strong, but like a system of thunderstorms that are moving fast and for a long time across the country. So like
Crazy.
they were saying this specific storm system started in like central Texas and moved all the way to Florida.
Dang, that's so crazy.
Yeah, that's it. Like just kind of seeing the map, how far it went, just kind of proved how strong it was.
Over 1,000 miles.
Yeah,
That's insane.
That's so crazy. It was wild here. Our neighborhood got hit pretty hard, actually. Surprising, like feels surprising because like I work out in Cypress, and so it looks pretty bad out there too. But
Yeah.
when I left here, my area, or our area, it's like real bad, and then you kind of venture out and it kind of clears up and it's like fine, no big deal, and then you get back
And then
out
it gets
Cypress
bad
and it gets
again.
bad again. It's kind
Yeah.
of this weird wave, but
Yeah.
so it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy,
It was.
and so we're still all recovering from that.
And then we had another pretty powerful like rainstorm
Just
yesterday.
this week. Yep.
And so I run a summer camp, and so there's like a ton of kids, and so we just like so many kids were triggered from the storm. So like I was in one of the rooms helping like set up like tech stuff, and I have got kids in the corner crying, and then
gosh.
one is like attached to my leg, and he's like, "I call my mom."
No.
And then
Poor
you've
baby.
got like, yeah, it was sad. But you've got like polar opposite of kids that are like sitting and waiting for the movie, and they're like, "It's not another tornado." I'm like, can everyone just like stop saying that word?
Stop saying things, guys, please. That's crazy. It's gonna take you first. Throw them out there.
Wow.
Wow, I can't do that. That's
You're not allowed to do
for
that.
legal reasons. That was a joke.
He doesn't work for
I
us.
know.
Actually, you do, but
Yeah,
not
there,
directly.
yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's been kind of wild. Kind of a crazy weather season for the world.
But not just that. Like then, a few days ago, I guess when this is being dropped almost a week ago, Northwest Arkansas got a very, very destructive tornado. So one of my friends lives in the Midwest, and I was like, "What is it? Tornado season?" She goes, "No, yeah, it is." I was like, oh, guess
That is what it is.
we don't experience that, so
We
it
don't know
just
what
has
that's like.
never really.
We have a
crossed my
hurricane
mind.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah. So like I said, the weather's been kind of crazy. There was that flooding in Saudi Arabia.
Dubai.
Yeah. Sorry. Crazy flooding.
Yeah.
Crazy flooding. There's all kind of weird stuff. We talked last time about the weird anomaly that was getting picked up on that radar sensor system or whatever in near South
yeah.
Africa. And so I have been watching some more TikToks about
Please.
it and learning about it,
course.
right? And
Educate
so
us.
in this season, this time of crazy weather feels like something wild's going on, right? And so last time we learned that there's this weird anomaly that keeps getting picked up by the system. It looks like a blob. They kind of call it the blob, and showing up near South Africa. And so they've kind of isolated where they think this thing is coming from, and it's coming from an island that is not inhabited called Bouvet Island. Okay.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, dude. So look up Bouvet Island for me real quick. Bouvet Island.
What's so
spell it again?
strange?
Bouvet Island.
Because it doesn't show up on maps
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't show up on.
after like 2019 or 2020.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah. So it was there before. And then after a certain year, it stopped like recording it on maybe it's Google Earth or something like
I think
some
so,
sort of like
yeah.
archival thing where you could kind of
Yeah.
go back because it disappears. Yeah, in the new stuff, you can still find it. I think
You have to, but you have to search for it. Like you
Yeah.
have to go look for it.
you have to look for it, and so that's kind of the central spot where this anomaly kind of ends up. And so nobody lives there. It's not like an inhabited island. It's ice, right? So it's near Antarctica, right?
Okay.
And near the island, there's these weird formations in the water that people are kind of calling out. I'll see if I can get a picture of it. That they're like, oh, look, this is like, it looks like an antenna that's out in the ocean, but it's huge, and it looks like this sort of like radio signal
Wait, that's
antenna
kinda
thing.
funny.
It's kind of crazy looking. But then somebody else talked about how there's they found a link to a location on the island, and it's called it's like the Office of Humanity or something like that. I'm not lying, but you can't. If you search it on Google, it doesn't show up. But you have to. This person got sent this link. I'll see if I can throw it up there. Got sent this link, and so only the link works to where it places the like location pin on the island, and so it just kind of looks really weird. And so people are kind of, throwing out some wild, crazy speculation because so that's crazy, right?
Agreed.
The new thing that other actual scientists are finding is that the temperature of the oceans right now is really, really high.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So the temperature of the oceans are super high. They compared two maps. Got the picture for that. Two maps where one side.
So many things are happening
So many things
right
today.
here.
So much proof. No, there's one map that shows the temperature of the ocean while during Hurricane Katrina, that same year,
yeah.
during Hurricane Katrina in 2005. That was a struggle.
More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Tortilla. Then on the other side, it shows the temperatures right now. And it's like a lot hotter, and it's only, about to be June, right?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of wild. People expect a really, really intense hurricane season this year. And
Great.
Yeah, great.
Right.
Just lovely. And so, because things are already happening, right, in the world. And so it's supposed to be pretty crazy. And so now, to bring it all to conspiracy land, right? These people... these people who are
now
pumped-
we're in conspiracy.
Now we're in
So sorry,
conspiracy
okay,
land.
I'm
This
here.
was all real for now. That was real. That the temperature of the water is real.
Well-
and so people think that they're intentionally heating up the oceans in order to create this, these disastrous, outcomes, these results of affecting the weather
Why?
in negative ways. So, to throw us firmly in conspiracy land,
Yeah,
people
let's
think it's
jump.
just jump straight
I
in
think
there.
we've already we've been there for a
No,
while.
we're tiptoeing.
honestly,
We're tiptoeing around it,
I
but
think
what
you guys live in this land.
you're right, I do. So
I
what-
vacation often.
Yeah, vacation in conspiracy land.
reality.
Vacation in reality. That's good.
Rude.
The conspiracy is that people think that they're using, whatever sort of devices to affect the climate of the world in order to further the idea that climate change is more serious than it is, and to convince people XYZ stuff, right? So
Right.
some people would say, no, this is obviously climate change is affecting the weather and climate, and things are getting worse because climate change is worse. So then other people are like, no, there's clearly something aiding this along. Things are happening in for a purpose. And then still other people are like, yeah, this just happens sometimes because the weather's wild. And so
Right. I think climate does change. Like, I think it's very cyclical. Like,
Yeah.
it just ebbs and flows, and it's always changing. And then you've got people who are like humans who are doing things that escalate a lot of that.
Yep.
It's the factories. It's the plastic. The turtles don't like the plastic. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's
The straws.
It's
The plastic straws.
We industrialize, and so then things go up in the air, like all that stuff. I get it. We also escalate these things. No one here is saying that that's not true. What Efrain is proposing.
I didn't propose it. Other people did.
What Efrain is
Reporting on.
Reporting.
announcing as probable truth
This is fact. Let's just go out and say it.
is that they're microwaving the ocean.
The government is microwaving the ocean in order to give us tornadoes and to make. Oh, and did y'all hear about the whales?
What happened to the whales?
Oh man! So
No.
there's like this group of whales. I don't
Not
remember
the
where
whales.
exactly.
I saw about a whale pod that adopted a what are they called?
This
The
is gonna
ones
be
that hold
wholesome.
a
Narwhal.
narwhal. Yeah, a whale pod adopted a narwhal.
Dude, no way.
Yeah,
It's just there. This is my son. He's different. No, there's like this report of these whales that are like all grouped together and like
Yeah.
beaching themselves in different places and
yeah.
like freaking out and people are really
very
stressed
sad.
about it. It's crazy. There's crazy stuff going on in the world right now.
So it's an election year
Yeah. In America.
Is it?
the
in
United
America.
States.
And I think a part of it being an election year is you just have to prepare yourself for the most outlandish, wild, crazy things to happen because
What are you saying?
people just suck.
Oh,
And like
okay.
they're trying to I think one of the best ways to control a group is fear. Like because it just puts you in like your fight or flight mode in your brain, and so it makes you do irrational things. And so there's any way that you can push some sort of like the whales are beaching themselves, the hurricanes,
Yeah.
the turn, like
Well, when you control out of fear, you immediately create a hierarchy of power.
Yeah.
In whatever
Yeah.
little group you're in, somebody's got to be the one to
Right.
have the answer, have the direction.
and that's fact. That's not a conspiracy. Like that is real.
just real,
That's
yeah.
real life.
So I want to ask, what you're saying is that because it's an election year in the United States, that
The government
high-ranking
is
government officials are creating super climate change to create storms so that they can win the election.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Exactly.
Also, I think it's interesting. This picture. This is the Jormungandr picture, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So
Bouvet
we looked at this a
Island
couple
is
weeks.
right here.
No way.
So maybe it's actually Jormungandr waking up and breathing and
That's
creating all this
crazy.
heat.
Reid,
right?
you're only fueling. you're only
That's so
only
funny.
fueling.
So we referenced this the last time.
Yeah.
There's this formation in the ocean that shows like people think it's the world serpent. That's crazy that island is right there. That's pretty wild.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
It's all connected. I'm sure that's on purpose.
Unless I'm very confused about what I'm looking at right
Yeah,
here.
that's insane. Wow, that's good. That's good stuff. Okay. So anyway, just in case you wanted some chaos in your world, you know,
I mean, who doesn't, right?
who doesn't want a little chaos, a little conspiracy? If you
just
don't
see-
believe at least a few conspiracies, are you really like thinking about anything?
No, honestly,
Just a couple.
There's so many. There's been multiple times that like, oh, that's just a conspiracy from
it's
like
real.
hundreds of
Hundreds
Hundreds
ago.
of goats.
hundreds of years ago that have been proven. Like, no, people just suck, and so they lie
So there's weird stuff.
to get you to do whatever they want you to do. So believe most conspiracies.
Yeah, pretty
don't
much
believe most.
all the stuff that like, I mean, they hate to put it all on the government, but the stuff that the U.S. government did in the 1900s, 60s, and Cold War stuff. There's a lot of really shady things that CIA was part of that was a conspiracy for a long time, and then has come out now and it's like, oh well, yeah, we experimented on people and did some crazy things, and it's like, yikes, that's crazy. So if you don't believe at least a few conspiracies, open your eyes, sheeple. Open your eyes.
Not the sheeple.
Not the sheeple.
My goodness. How do you guys feel about birds?
Birds are not real.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, birds aren't real.
I think that's one of the most insane conspiracy theories out there. It's so funny, but it's like you can't believe that. Really?
Do you follow them on Instagram?
No.
Yeah, what's happening with their Instagram account right now?
Did you see it?
Yeah, there's something weird going on.
So the birds aren't real Instagram for like, it was a couple weeks ago. They started posting, this was all a lie. Birds are real. Da da da.
The government seized control.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think all those posts are deleted.
No way.
Yeah,
Okay,
look
let me
it
go
up. Look it up. I'm pretty sure all those posts are deleted because they for a long time, this group Birds Aren't Real have claimed that birds are drone spies,
Right.
from the government, again spying on the common
Everyone,
people,
yeah.
everyone. And so, but yeah, I don't know what happened to their account. Maybe they got
No,
shut
it's
down.
there on.
Oh, they are there?
on May 10th. It's just a here. We'll
It's
show
a
it.
note. It's a note.
It's a note.
screenshot.
It says, "Hi all. I can't keep doing this. Birds are real and they are beautiful. They are the closest thing we have to angels on earth. And I turned everybody against them for what? A joke? It makes me sick. I ask all of you today to take a moment and appreciate the beauty of spring. Listen, it's summer. Listen to the birds sing their song. Let it fill your heart with the music and universe." And then there was a weird like rest in peace, like to one of the guys that runs the.
Oh no! You don't think it's real?
I don't know, because it was 6 days after there was something that was posted.
Oh no!
That was a little sketch, and then 4 days after that, 4 days ago, there was like a rest in peace to the
one of the creators of the account.
yeah.
Wow, the movement.
What's
Wow.
happening? This. I
Yeah,
want to get
birds-
off of this. I don't want to
yeah.
look at it anymore.
Birds aren't real is pretty crazy. They get
Sorry,
pretty
I brought it
wild.
up.
Yeah, they get pretty wild. But
on me.
yeah, if he's gone,
Way to go, Reid.
thanks for your
Bring it up.
contribution to the world, sir.
I made a joke about birds not being real and how they like recharge on power lines.
Yeah, right.
To
Yeah.
Jonathan, and he was like, "Wait, do you actually? Wait, can
I bet everything
ever
you say is
really
like that.
know. You can't
Everything
really
you
know.
say is
poor
that
guy?
way.
He wasn't ready for any of the conspiracies.
No, because Jonathan is like, he's
So
very
far.
far not conspiracy theory. He's like, I bet he believes in very few conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
but
if any, yeah.
But Liz is
Jonathan,
like,
wake
they're
up,
all
man.
real.
Wake up, brother. Come on.
Insane.
We are in the midst, as a group, of a birthday season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's call it out.
it's actually Reid's birthday this week.
Tomorrow, based on the drop date.
Yeah, tomorrow. It's tomorrow based on drop date. That's true. And my birthday was last week.
Yeah, you just had one.
Yeah, just celebrated that. So yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a fun season. Reid, how do you feel about sharing birthday season?
I don't care. Birthdays mean nothing to me.
They mean nothing.
It's such an aggressive statement.
It's aggressive.
Well,
take.
I don't know. We didn't do like huge celebrations. Like we celebrated. We were like,
Huge.
hey, happy birthday. Have a little party. Have some friends over or something. But we didn't do like it wasn't a big deal. It's just like, hey, congrats. You're older.
You're old now.
So it's never really been a big thing for me, which is fine. Doesn't matter. But I'm married into a family where birthdays are like a very big deal. And so I don't like the attention that much.
Yeah, right.
Do you like helping to put on a celebration for other people's?
No, not really.
No, not at all.
Okay. I mean, at least you're consistent.
Yeah.
It's birthdays in general.
I just like my life to be consistent and normal,
We don't need to celebrate anything. There's
Well,
nothing to be.
you live it in America and it's election year, so there's not going to be anything normal.
Nothing's normal, Reid.
Unless it's always like this, then it is normal.
Oh.
It's just
And full circle.
the normality of it all.
That was beautiful.
Interesting. Yeah. Birthdays are fun. I don't, I'm not against birthdays, but
Right.
I am also a little bit like when I like to call attention to myself for humor, like
Yes.
to like make fun and create a fun environment for people. But I don't like when the attention is placed onto me, like
From outside.
it will just like in these scenarios. So like specifically birthday is always one that's like, all right, okay. Like it's too much. I don't want it's too much about me. You know
Aren't
what
you
I mean?
like the lead of a band?
I am, but that's what I mean. I created that.
Don't you yell
scenario,
aren't you on
like-
stage most days?
I am on stage all the time. And that's what I mean. Like,
Like saying, everybody look at me.
and I'm good with that. I love when people look at me. But when it's my birthday, I don't know. There's something about it that's like, it's too much.
What I don't appreciate about birthdays is the birthday song.
Oh,
It is so
it's contentious.
uncomfortable.
Hey, everybody, let's all stand here and sing awkwardly.
So
while they
I-
stand awkwardly.
was watching one of my friends. Well, I was watching one of my friends' Instagram post. Her husband had his birthday. Just got birthday.
You just got birthdayed.
And they were singing, but they were singing it so slow and started it too high.
Nothing
and
worse.
it was so bad.
Yeah.
And you can see it in his face. He goes, I freaking hate this.
I saw one where the family, they sang happy birthday, but they only sang the word birthday. So it was like they would just go birthday and then they wait. birthday. It was so awkward.
That's awesome. That sounds terrible.
It was, yeah.
So-
it was.
Were they
cringy to
all like
watch.
in sync though?
Yeah,
That's
they
impressive.
did very well. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Y'all just need to get ready because our friend group does game nights once a month, and we have one today when the episode drops.
Birthday.
We're gonna get
Reid's
everyone to do
birthday.
it.
I will leave.
Now
I
you're
will
stuck.
leave.
He's just
I'm
gonna
gonna
leave.
take my
I will
ice cream
record
and
it
leave.
and
Yeah.
I will post it on the Instagram.
Please don't.
Please go follow Thoughts to Think Pod
Thoughts to
at
Think
Instagram.
Pod. Yep.
It will be up there.
It's gonna be good stuff. Yeah. I don't know. You got a while before your birthday, but
I do. Yeah.
are you like an anti-birthday person?
No, I like birthdays in general. I
Does that
like.
mean you get younger?
Oh.
An anti-birthday?
Anti-birthday.
Benjamin Button style.
Who?
Kind of sounded like you said Benjamin Bun and not
Button?
Benjamin
Button
Button.
style.
You said it so fast. Button.
Button.
It sounded like
I guess I
bun.
deserve this because I made
Benjamin
fun of you
Button.
multiple times about how you said things. No, I like celebrating other people's birthdays.
Hmm.
I just like putting on these things.
I'm still
and
just dead, Reid. No, not really.
Well, you want me to lie?
yes,
What you want?
Tell the truth, Reid.
yes. Mine's cool. You're just being an adult. You're kind of in a weird like.
Oh, yeah.
I have to plan all my things.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you want to come to my birthday party? Like that. That just feels so strange. And then if you do this whole thing, like you're paying for all these people to come like celebrate you, it just feels like I'm buying friends. I don't know.
It really does.
It's so
Yeah,
strange.
It really
it's,
does.
It's such an awkward.
Where are you buying your friends?
Etsy.
Paying way too much for
custom.
friends.
Custom made
Custom
friends.
made. That's right.
Who's your friend guy?
You got a friend guy? I've been trying to collect Guitar Hero
I thought you were
paraphernalia. Friends.
I've been trying to collect
All my
friends.
Gee.
fire type friends, water type friends.
Are these
Like
Pokemons?
Pokemons. Yeah.
Okay.
What type of friend am I?
Reid is
I can help you, brother.
poison type. Poison type for sure.
Dang.
Because he's toxic. Get it?
All right.
Okay.
Well, this is my last episode.
I'll be done.
Thoughts to think about.
Real quick before we go, I just wanted to throw this out to finish my thought. I want to collect Guitar Hero games to have a big birthday where we all play Guitar Hero for a really long time. Doesn't that sound awesome?
Games
Sounds
or
dope.
like the
Games
guitars?
and controllers because they're
okay.
hard to find these
They
days.
are.
And
Okay.
so just have all
for
of
next
them.
year.
Yeah, maybe next year.
We have a
'cause-
year.
Yeah, we have some
Okay.
time. So get ready. It's going to be
We have
awesome.
1 year.
I'm ready.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, everyone. Let us know if you're freaking out about the weather or if you are looking forward to your birthday this year.
Or both.
See you next time.
Not in